There are things that you may have said a decade ago that can and will come back to haunt you.
Oh, absolutely.
So if you're going to say stuff now, not even from being hit from a compliance standpoint and like a regulatory compliance standpoint, your brand reputation is a very delicate, precious thing to maintain. And it's hard. It's one of those things that they say all the time. It can take you years to build up a good reputation, and it takes 5 seconds to destroy it. So that's why you should be as mindful as possible. And I sound like this sounds really scary for anybody who's like, oh my God, why would I even dare?
Well, I think for the individuals, it's not as scary as a business who might say, hey, I just don't want you even using social media, because all of the liability that sits there. When I think about the impact of social media, I think often the ways that it can, unite us, ways that it can get you in front of other audiences far outweigh the potential for that negative use. You're always going to have that inherent risk, no matter whether you're in the mortgage space or you're selling pens or you're, at a custom t-shirt company. Like, no matter if you're in the B2B or the B2C, you're going to see that. Whether you're a loan officer, a financial advisor, or just somebody running a food truck, you're going to have that risk that, like, if you don't do the right things, you could ruin your brand, or you could ruin your personal reputation.
And it's happening with or without you. Keep that in mind. Like, even if you didn't want social media, plenty of banks have said, we don't allow that at all, Melissa. And I'm like, well, then how did we find so many out there that have your branding that you might not have known about on websites that you didn't even know existed? Do you know what the purpose behind that website is? It's a problem for RESPA Section 8 or UDAP violations. So in that way, the progress is coming.
Right. Absolutely.